being in Atlanta all this time and then going to Nashville, where it's predominantly white. One, they go home at 5 and 6 o'clock when they're producing because they go home to their families. Being a country singer, if you are a singer in country music, you're a man. If you are not married, it is not respected. Family is respected in country music in that space. But in our space, we are singing about side chicks. We are glorifying a lot of women. That's not what happens in Nashville. You can't call a woman a bitch, a hoe in Nashville because they'll never even listen to your music and your professional career will suffer.
So what trips me out about K.Michelle is the fact that when she talks about the whole Nashville community, the white man, that they're going to do what they're supposed to do, right? And if you're not married, you look down upon. But she's not talking about the women who are not married with families in that genre that are looked down upon. So apparently, we're just going to go ahead and put all the blame on the men. This your boy JTL, a.k.a. Big I. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get into this one.
At what point in the black community do our men create real homes? And even talking, just our first time talking, and you said you didn't even mean for that to happen. Life happens. I'm not here to judge life. I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family, you know? Mm-hmm. And my grandfather, I watched my uncles and everything. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, I got to my black men to really step up for black women.
So it's just like what they always say. If you let them talk long enough, they'll go ahead and actually tell on themselves. She's not talking about the average brother. She's talking about dudes like Cam Newton who have money women are attracted to. But you gotta realize these Chads and Tyrones usually are F-boys. Meaning they're gonna have their cake and eat it too. They're gonna do what they want. They're gonna run around here, create a bunch of broken homes and things of that nature. But she's not speaking to those guys to do better. She's trying to make it seem that if those guys do better, other black men are going to do better. And that's not true because these are entertainers, athletes, and especially as somebody like Cam Newton had the opportunity to be at the highest level of his job. She says she's seen it in her own family, men being married and all that. But why did she still end up being a single mother? She still ended up being a baby mama. That's the sad thing about it. She is still not taking responsibility for her things. She wants us to be accountable for what she did wrong. Now, I have no problem with calling out people like Cam Newton, Nick Cannon. They are wrong. Go around and, making all these broken homes. But what about them 4 and 8 and 10, 12 baby mamas that's helping being, accessories to these broken homes? You got to start calling them out too. Point blank and simple. You got to call them out too. They don't have to give them no cat, no box. But if for some reason, they still do it and we ain't calling them out. Or females like her ain't doing it.
And I know life happens. You can't be with somebody you don't want to be with or whatever. But my grandparents did it. My grandfather, 92, died when he was 92, my best friend. I never seen another type of man. That's why I've turned down 3 rings. Because they wasn't like my grandpa.
And there you have it. That's the biggest issue that we're having. We can't work together. Shit all did this crime. Man need to step in and do what they supposed to do. And then what did she turn around and say? She turned down 3 proposals. For whatever reason it is. Maybe she thought she could find better. Grass is green on the other side. The next thing you know, she can't find it no more. So her argument is with successful black dudes and them having money, being cute, and them working it out. But then turn around and say she turned down 3 proposals. So what does that tell y'all? It ain't us, it's them. They're the common denominator. How do you flex about turning down 3 proposals? And also saying, regardless if that's not who you want or that, you still got to make it work. She didn't even try one time. So fellas, be careful about the bullshit. Be careful about the bullshit when they try to make it seem like it's us and we're not doing good enough. It's more of us married than it is of them. But a lot of them flex. They don't want the good average dude like us. They don't want the dudes making the average income, has the average job. And I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like her, she in the industry, cool, go for it. But if you had 3 opportunities in the industry and you didn't take it, you blew it not once, not twice, but 3 times. So that's why we got to learn how to dissect what people say, especially these hyenas. It's unbelievable. Like Kevin said, you can't make this shit up. Y'all just keep paying attention, man, and protect yourselves. That's all it comes down to. This your boy JTL, aka Big Op. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the JBJ Network. We'll be back. Chill.